Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome back to our channel. I am Raju Upadhyay from CIMAGE College, Patna, Department of IT. So today we are going to talk about how to record macro as a part of automated task. So this video is a continuation of the previous video which we have uploaded, right? So without delaying further, I'll be taking you to my demo screen. So this is my small worksheet. Here I wanted to perform recording a macro. So what I can do is, in order to record a macro, in the previous video, I discussed how to get the developer tab on the menu bar. So just by clicking on the developer tab, we can go back to an option called, within a code, we have an option called record macro. The moment you click on record macro, it is going to ask you for the recording a macro. So we can write a name to the macro. So let's say here, I'm writing a macro name as sales report. And for this particular macro, I wanted to have a one shortcut. So let's say I wanted to have a shortcut like W. So just by pressing the Control W, this is going to work. And this macro will be available across this particular entire workbook. So I can click on OK. Now the macro recording has been started. So let's say as a part of macro recording, here I'm typing in cell A1 as sales report. Now I wanted to change their appearance. So what I can do is I can go to the home. Within a home, I'll be going to the format, which is a part of sales group. And from there, I can go for row height. So I wanted to change the row height. I'm giving a row height as 45. So I wanted to give the bigger height. Now I want to change their alignment. So I'll go to the home. I'll go to home and there I can click center alignment like this. Now I wanted to change their font. So I wanted to have the bigger font. If you want to change the font name, different font. So let's say I'm here going to have a Comic Sans. So I'm taking this Comic Sans. So font is also getting changed. I'm making it as bold, italic, as well as underline. Now I wanted to change the color of this particular heading. I wanted to put it like red color. Now I wanted to have a different kind of background. So let's say I have a different light background. So this is the changing, this is the things which I have done for A1. Similarly, I wanted to do the change for A2. So I have selected A2. I'm going again back to home. Within this home, I'm going to have a different background here. So let's say as a different background, I'm going to select a background color like this. So let's say background color is going to be yellow. Now, for this cell A3 till A13, I wanted to have a different kind of background color. So let's say I have a different kind of background color like light pink, right? So this is the background color. So ultimately, I have recorded up to this stage. Now I wanted to have such kind of things in many different sheets. So first of all, we have to stop the recording which is running on. So again, I'll go back to the developer tab and there we have the stop recording option. I'll click on the stop recording. Your recording has been stopped. Now we have to verify whether the thing has been recorded or not. So I'll go for a fresh sheet. So I'm going for a new sheet. So let the new sheet comes. Let me go to the fresh sheet. Let me find where is the sheet fresh. Yeah, this is the sheet where we have empty area. Now, in order to replay the recorded macro, what I can do is I can just press the Control W The moment I'll go for Control W, it is going to run the macro. Here we have to do some sort of changing. If you are having a system where this recording is not happening, you have to go to the security setting, and by default the macro has been disabled. To run the macro, you need to reopen this workbook again and then choose the enable macro. Clear? So we have to go for security setting. Here we have a macro security, and there we have the option called disable all macro. So we have to enable all macro. You have to click on OK. And I need to save this document, Excel workbook, and I have to reopen it again. So what I'll do is I'll close it, and then I'll go for open, and I'll open my workbook. And then after, if I go for Control W, you can notice out here that macro which I have recorded is getting played. Now let's say I'm going for another sheet. Let's say here I wanted to run. So I'll click a cursor over here, and if I press the Control W, the same thing is getting repeated here. So in this way, the recorded macro can be repeated and it can be played. So you can design your common format at one place as a part of recording a macro, and wherever it is required, you can repeat it just by playing a shortcut key, or what you can do is manually you can also perform the same process. So I'll show you how to perform it manually. So for that, what you can do is you can go for another sheet. I'm looking for another sheet here. Uh, let's say this is a sheet. I wanted to play it here. So what I can do is, again, I can go for the developer, and then we are having out here option called macro. And within the macro, we have created just now sales report macro. I'll click it and I click on run. So you can notice out here, it is working fine. So this is all about today video. Today we have learned how to record the macro, how to create a shortcut for the macro, and how to run the macro wherever it is required. So in the next video, we are going to talk about how to do the modification with the Visual Basic Developer Code. So whenever this macro has been recorded, in background, it has created a program also. So we will do some sort of alteration with the program, and we will try to understand little bit of the BB developer code also. Thanks for watching this particular video.